That's my old truck. Oh my God. Latoya. Oh my God. Well, happy Monday morning, all of my YouTube fans, all of my thousands and thousands of fans. I'm kidding, obviously. I'm nobody. Nobody knows who the heck I am, and that's okay. But welcome to my new truck. Welcome to my new adventure as a Schneider independent contractor, lease operator, pulling Schneider loads. And we are starting off this week in my parking location, which is in Sturdivant, Wisconsin, at a Schneider drop yard. And we are just about to hit the road. We're heading on a little short trip over to Windsor, Wisconsin, to a Pepsi facility. Windsor is right near Madison, Wisconsin, so very short run, but pays very well, and I like that. So we're going to do a short run followed by another short run, and that will be our day. So I'm still getting used to all of this. Obviously, I ran last week and just trying to get used to the load board and the way everything works. It is a very, very different way of driving a truck and operating, and quite frankly, so far I absolutely love it. Last week, certainly not a money maker for me. I didn't expect it to be. I didn't intend it to be. I knew this is all a learning curve. So no matter how long you've been driving as a company driver and how good you are as a truck driver per se, getting into being an owner-op or a lease-op where you are now working off of a load board rather than being dispatched, it is both incredibly simple, very straightforward, very easy, very user-friendly, but it is also very complicated because you have to consider all sorts of different factors. And when you think about that in logical terms, in concept, yeah, it makes perfect sense. But when you actually start putting it into practice and looking at an active load board and not knowing how all of this stuff really works in actual practice, it's a very different thing. So not insurmountable, not dizzying or mind-boggling in any way. It's just something that you have to get used to and get a feel for, which is exactly what I'm doing. So anyway, enough of my babbling. We're going to hit the road, and I'm going to take you with me. we've made it to our first stop. We are in Windsor, Wisconsin, and we are at a Pepsi facility, dropping off this load, which I grabbed out of the Sturdivant yard this morning. It was what they call a relay, so another driver had picked it up in Indiana, and whatever the reason, didn't have the hours left on his clock or her clock, or who knows, you never know. But they could not complete the load, which is not an unusual thing in trucking, and so they dropped that trailer in Sturdivant, and it popped up on the load board, and I grabbed it. So nice paying little load, and just to bring it from Sturdivant over to Windsor, and yeah, so they're offloading that now, and once they're done with that, I will be heading back to right where I started from, to go to Gurnee, which is just on the south side of the border between Wisconsin and Illinois. And I guess there is some sort of a facility there that is making something or other that has to be taken to the Cadbury Adams company in Loves Park, Illinois, which is a suburb of Rockford. So that will be my entire day. So we are at stop one. We have successfully made it on time to Pepsi, and just waiting to get offloaded. Well, made a quick little pit stop here back in Sturdivant where we started, because we're on our way down to Gurnee, Illinois, which is just about, I don't know, 25 minutes, half an hour south of here on 94 for our next pickup. But one of the things that we have to do as truck drivers, and all the other drivers of course know, but some of you non-drivers might not know, is that a lot of the customers demand a spotless trailer when you show up to pick up freight. They want it all swept out and clean, and makes perfect sense. However, when the same customers offload your trailer, they leave broken pieces of pallets and wrappers and paper and all sorts of crud and crap in the trailer. And then all of a sudden it's a kind of one of those "it's not my problem" deals, right? So all of that always falls on the driver. So yes, when you drive a truck for a living, you end up sweeping out a whole lot of trailers. And I have gotten to the point now where I don't sweep, I blow. So let's go. We're gonna go grab my monster blower, and I went all out. I got not just any electric leaf blower, but I got a 60 amp electric leaf blower. Pretty badass. Thing makes pretty quick work of a trailer. So I keep all of that crap in here. Yes, I am equipped with tools, and lots of them. And here's the monster, and I know it's charged up. But yeah, this Toro 60 amp, this thing is a beast. So let's go blow a trailer out, shall we? I'm gonna head down this way, and it's 53 feet down, so get a little exercise, a little walk down here. And I just kind of squeezed in here like a sardine. And all right, let's get this sucker open. Come on now. Why are you doing that? Come on. There we go. Stuck seal. Tight quarters in here. Now I know the wind is blowing that away, so I'm okay leaving the door like that. We only really need to open one of them. Although Yeah, you only need one of them. So here's where you got to be careful stepping into trailers. And that's always a nice reason to keep this door closed. Gives you a place to grab. And as you can see, not terrible. You know, it's not like they completely trashed it, but you know, you got wood and crap from all of the load that was in the trailer before. So let's get going. Start careful in the nose, otherwise you just blow it all in your face. It blows straight up. Sure beats sweeping though. All right, we're almost at the point where we're gonna engage turbo mode here, so. And you won't hear me after that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing this. Voila! About a minute? This sucker is spotless. Yeah, and I always make sure, you know, I kind of give it a look if there's anything metal or plastic or, you know, bigger pieces of trash, whatever. I always grab those, put them in a garbage bag and throw them out, but, you know, little pieces of wooden pallet and splinters and dirt and dust, I just blow it right out the back. Doesn't really matter. It's all biodegradable. And let's close this sucker back up. We should have a nice, happy customer. You can load up a nice trailer here. It's one of the newer ones that has that emergency brake light. I should probably point that out. It's kind of a relatively new, it's not super new, but relatively new Schneider thing. They decided right there, this little guy, that they would put that little flasher on there, so anytime the driver starts putting the brakes on, as soon as they hit the brakes, that thing starts flashing amber, and it does it for just a few seconds and then stops again. Even if the driver maintains his foot on the brake, it's just an alert to let people behind know that, hey, the truck just put on its brakes, and pay attention. So anyhow, that was part of the exciting, super glamorous world of trucking. And yeah, Not that bad. Like I said, sure beats pushing a broom in there. It's a lot quicker, a lot easier, and it does a much better job because it gets all the dirt and dust out. So let's get back in and get on to our customer. And let's get to it.
82 kilometers later.
All right, well, looks like I survived the day. My apologies for not getting some video of that pickup in Gurnee. It ended up being a very small place, a very tight space. Yeah, kind of a small building with a narrow lane to get onto the doors, and to make matters worse, there's some Eastern European owned Volvo trucking company that's in the back, and they have their trailers and tractors and drivers all over the place. So yeah, it was a bit of a mad scramble in there. Kind of fun though, actually. Just to get the truck turned around was an effort. And yeah, other than that, uneventful. Just backed onto a door. They put, I think I've only got like 8 or 9 skids in the back, and about 18,000 pounds, so not much, which is great. You know, good fuel economy. Love it. So I am now positioning myself for the delivery of this load. The load delivers at 6 a.m. Firm appointment at 6 tomorrow morning, and so that is the end of my day. I just came to one of my favorite haunts, a Flying J in South Beloit, Illinois. So just south of the Wisconsin border, and of course on the other side of the border is the actual town of Beloit, Wisconsin. But no, this is South Beloit, and it's Illinois, and it's a big Flying J with tons of parking. Actually, now come to think of it, I might have, maybe I'll look on the dash cam. I might have some dash cam footage that I can use to show you that customer where I picked up. It was kind of fun. Yeah, so anyway, that's the end of my day. Just parked, gonna do my post trip. They've got a Denny's here, which is great, so I'm gonna order up some dinner, and I've got plenty of time before I need to be there at 6 in the morning, so I'll have a nice leisurely evening, get plenty of sleep, and be at it at the crack of dawn. So thanks for coming along today, and more to come. See ya.